My name's Tony Offield. This is my informative speech. And there's everybody. Good afternoon. My name's Tony Offield, and I'd like to thank you for being here today. As detailed by Laura Logan in her August 16, 2009 60 Minutes report, Drones, America's New Air Force, 45 miles north of Las Vegas, is on the edge of the Mojave Desert is Creech Air Force Base. Is the home to the only wing in the Air Force that the pilots never leave the ground. Many of you may wonder how this is possible and why this matters in everyday life. This speech is intended to inform you about the basic history and mission of Creech Air Force Base. As a proud member of the 432nd Hunters, I feel I'm in a unique position to inform you about this topic. Though the mission of Creech Air Force Base has changed over the years, in its 68-year history, it's gone from Army training camp to air demonstration practice site to home and base of the Predator and Reaper unmanned aerial vehicles. Creech Air Force Base has always been forefront of the Air Force mission. Now that you know I'll be discussing the history and mission of Creech Air Force Base, let's take a look at the birth and original mission of the base. As described in the Nellis Creech Air Force Base Guide, published by mybaseguide.com, the Air Force Base that now bears General Creech's name was originally built by the Army in the early 1940s to support the war effort in World War II. The official website of Creech Air Force Base, in its recitation of the history of Creech Air Force Base, indicates that the base was built 1 mile northwest of the town of Indian Springs, Nevada, and approximately 35 miles northwest of the town of Las Vegas, Nevada, and was originally named Indian Springs Airport. From the Creech Air Force Base Library fact sheet, between 1942 and 1947, the base was host to several units and several missions. Most notably, in June of 1953, Indian Springs Airfield became the primary practice site of the United States Air Force Thunderbirds Air Demonstration Squadron. Next, I'd like to discuss how and why the United States Air Force chose the name of this base after General Wilbur L. Bill Creech. As stated on the website, mybase.com, listed under Creech Air Force Base, General Creech was Tactical Air Command Commander from 1978 to 1984 and shaped the Air Force of today with a call for new weapons and tactics. According to globalsecurity.org, on June 6, 2005, Indian Springs renamed Creech Air Force Base. No single officer has had greater influence on the United States Air Force in recent times than General Creech. He transformed the way the Air Force conducts warfare. On June 6, 2005, Global Security's article contains a quote from General Jumper, former Chief of Staff of the United States Air Force, who said that General Creech understood the power of concepts such as jamming and electronic warfare today, and he knew the future of being able to operate and dominate the night sky. The official website of Creech Air Force Base indicates that on June 20, 2005, Indian Springs Auxiliary Airfield was officially renamed Creech Air Force Base. General Creech's knowledge and foresight leads us to the next realm of modern aircraft, the unmanned aircraft system. MyBaseGuide.com indicates that on May 1st, 2007, the 432nd Wing stood up and is now home to the MQ-1 Predator and MQ-9 Reaper unmanned aircraft systems. As reported by Ryan Maddox in his October 2nd, 2009 article, UAS Missions in our new chapter of graduation, included on the official website of the United States Air Force, 10 pilots and 9 sensor operators graduated September 25th from initial qualification training at Creech Air Force Base, where they learned to operate MQ-1 Predators. Among the graduation were 8 pilot candidates from non-pilot career fields. Mr. Maddox reported, with UAVs, the pilot and sensor operator do not have to be in the same location as the aircraft to perform his or her mission. The basic mission of an unmanned aircraft system is to provide information to commanders in the field, strike targets not easily accessible by ground forces, and to protect troops on the ground. As stated by Colonel Gerson, the 432nd Wing Commander, in that article, stated previously, each and every day, Hunter Airmen support the joint warfighter and save lives of ground troops at the theater. As reported by Captain Ed Ekpodum in his July 29, 2008 article, Predator Reaper Unit becomes Air Expeditionary Wing, the modern-day mission of Creech Air Force Base. It can be summed up by the words of Lieutenant Colonel Robert Keebler, the 15th Reconnaissance Squadron Commander, as this: every day our people have a direct and lasting impact on combat operations in the area of responsibility. They provide critical intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance to ground commanders, enable tracking, capture, and death of enemy insurgents, and provide life-saving overwatch of coalition forces. While there is so much more I could tell you about the history and mission of Creech Air Force Base, I truly hope today's speech has been informative and has provided you with an overview of the birth of the base, understanding of who Wilbur Creech is and why he mattered, and everyday performance of modern-day Creech Air Force Base. I thank you for your attention to this presentation. Have a good evening.